Tired of feeling undervalued at work? You deserve a raise, but how do you confidently ask for it? In this video, we are breaking down the art of negotiating your first raise, even if you hate talking about money. You will walk away with practical tips, proven strategies, and the confidence to ask for the compensation you actually deserve. You know you deserve more, but the second you think about asking for a raise, your stomach drops. What if it comes out wrong? What if they say no? And what if you sound greedy? If the idea of negotiating your salary makes you squirm, you're not alone. This is not about being pushy. It is about being prepared, confident, and crystal clear in your value. Hello and welcome to the uncomfortable discussion of making money and your ability to ask for a raise at work. This particular aspect of work culture is not an easy area to discuss, even for me. I and a majority of other employees find it easier to just accept the traditional or default inflationary raise that every other employee gets, and only if the employer actually decided to give a raise that year. Let's start with why this conversation is so important. Your worth is not just about your title. It is about your impact. Your salary does not just reflect your role. It reflects what the company believes you're worth. Asking for a raise is not just about more money. It is about self-advocacy, confidence, and setting the tone for your future. And if you don't speak up for yourself, no one else will. The normal thing is that most times, if you don't ask, you will not receive. Even the Bible said, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. So, you must ask in order to receive. When you negotiate your first raise, you are telling your employer, I know my value and I am not afraid to stand in it. And that is power. The first raise is more than a bump in your paycheck. It sets the tone for your growth, your confidence, and your long-term earnings. I am sure experience has taught you by now that most future earning discussions always start with, what is your current salary? Which then is followed up with your current or potential employer handing you a percentage increase, meaning that if you're already earning a low salary, an increase of 3 to 4% or 5% raise is not really going to give you that solid income base you need to grow. So how do you know what you're worth? How should you begin to approach this discomfort of discussing a pay raise? Before you open your mouth, know your worth. First, quantify your contributions. What projects have you completed? What results have you improved? Have you saved time, increased revenue, or improved efficiency? This is your evidence. Then research your market. I am sure that you will find tools like PayScale, Glassdoor, or Salary.com, or even AI-powered platforms to compare salaries for similar roles in your field. Finally, connect the dots. Build a case that shows how your results align with your industry standards and why your current compensation may be overdue for a refresh. Especially if you have improved or acquired new skills, such as project leadership or anything the company did not ask you for, but you took it upon yourself to upskill anyways. You are not asking, you are presenting proof. Now let's prepare for the conversation. First, timing matters. Know your company's raise cycles, budget season, and how your organization typically handles compensation reviews. Then write a pitch. Practice it out loud. Confidence comes from preparation. Your job is to connect your value to a specific number, calmly and clearly. Think of it like this. Start with appreciation, then share your impact of your work, present your research, and state your desired salary or raise range. Keep your message short, specific, and centered on value, not emotion. And always go in with a range in mind. Know your ideal value, your minimum acceptable offer, and the business context. Your goal is clarity and not confrontation. Based on my contributions to project A, B, or C, and the salary benchmark for this role, I would like to discuss adjusting my compensation to X dollars to Y dollar range. If you are not sure how that sounds out loud, practice in the mirror or voice notes or with a trusted friend. You are in the room. It's time to negotiate. You don't need to perform. You need to be clear. Start the conversation when the timing is right, ideally around review season or after a successful project. Be professional, be assertive, speak clearly and with calm confidence. And remember, it is okay to pause. It's okay to ask for time. Your tone should say, "This is a standard part of being a professional, and I've come prepared." And remember, it is a two-way conversation. Listen, take in their feedback, be open, but hold your ground. If they say yes, it is amazing. If they say no, ask for feedback and a path forward. If the offer does not match your expectations, it's okay to pause, ask thoughtful questions, or respectfully walk away if it's not the right fit. You deserve alignment, not appeasement. Negotiating your first raise doesn't have to feel like a battle. Regardless of the outcome, celebrate yourself. You showed up for you. Follow up in writing and thank them and summarize the conversation. And if a raise isn't possible now, ask, what would success look like in 3 to 6 months, to revisit the discussion. This is not a one-time conversation, it is a skill. And every time you practice, you build confidence. With the right preparation, the right mindset, and the tools, you can advocate for yourself without anxiety or awkwardness. So do you want help getting started? Download the free Raise Request Toolkit at memoirs.com/tools and subscribe to Unmuted Memoirs for smart, honest career content that actually helps. You've got this. Go get what you deserve.